Hello everyone, welcome to another shop with me. As you can see, we are on Trend Mood's Instagram page. I'll be happy to leave her handle down below if you wanted to explore further. And I'm just taking it easy, right? Scrolling through and sharing my thoughts on what mostly are new releases and some that I miss that have been announced a few weeks ago, but I'm late to the party. It's all good. We're here now. And I just wanted to start with this, our beloved YSL. Maybe I should I want to move my circle here. $8.25 Couture Mini Clutch Collector Eyeshadow Palette, $60. Well, it looks to be, no, it's not the same as Medina Glow, but kind of reminds me of that. Let's scroll further. It looks pretty. I like the compact. This stone type of design, I can't remember the specific type of style the compact design comes in. I do recognize the shade, like especially this one here. You know how I love the roses, right? I can't quite evaluate the depth of it, and I don't know if these two, because we're going to get to the quads that are new, that were released or announced a few weeks ago. I don't exactly know if YSL is introducing a new formula, if these are the standard metallic pop and shimmer pop formulas. This, though, is more appealing to me than last year's spring palette, which I think might still be available. The Inks Vinyl Cream Collector Lip Gloss, powered by water locker tuberose extract, whoa, and prickly pear, cream-like texture, melts over lips without stickiness, leaving your pout fuller, bouncier, and instantly hydrated. Could be something. Not quite as enchanted by the lip products as I am with the quad, but I'm open to trying it whenever Nordstrom. Ideally, I would like to try these in person first, as well as the eyeshadow palette, and see what that is doing. Next up, just for kicks and giggles, I don't use a lot of skincare, but I have to recognize that Tatcha definitely has paved its way in the skincare industry. And what we have here, a moisturizing emulsion called the Dewy Milk, addresses dryness problems caused by external stress, has mineral hyaluronic acid that balances water and oil to keep the skin hydrated, a prebiotic green tea extract to keep the skin environment healthy, treats dullness, and gives the skin a radiant look. A lot of promises here. Definitely will not be buying, although I have incorporated different gel in my routine. I only used it once so far, and will start off with like an every 2-day frequency, but have not decided on a moisturizer yet if I do decide to incorporate one. And you're like, if you're using different, then what are you using? I'm using Vaseline, and I know that triggers a lot of responses from people, but it's fine. You could share your thoughts down below and I'll respond promptly. If I do invite a moisturizer in my routine, it's going to be ultra simple. It's not going to involve all of this. This is what I'm saying. I'm not quite familiar with Rhode Beauty. And I see here the acquisition that says we're partnering with Elf Beauty as we step into this next chapter in the world of Rhode. I don't know what this means for Rhode Beauty. I'm not quite familiar with the line, although with the cream blush product, there was one shade that enchanted me. Don't know if I'm going to buy it in the future, but everything else was an easy skip for me. Available now for cheeks and lips, mini soft, oh, so these are the minis. Do we have, I guess these are already existing colors. I actually have 3 of these, and shame on me, I did not use them to their extent. I should have used these products more and not bought so many, but I do remember when applying the soft pinch liquid blush that it was a nice texture. It was liquidy, but it wasn't too runny. It had nice texture. It was easy to blend out, and the coverage was lovely. Buildable. Don't know if I'll buy another color just out of guilt because I haven't been using the ones that I already own. New Halo Glow Skin Tint Mineral SPF 50 Sunscreen, water resistant. I'm skeptical with SPF tints because I don't know how it's going to smell. Because when it comes to SPF hybrid tint complexion products with a high SPF level in it, I don't want to smell like zinc or that banana boat smell. So it'll be interesting, but it is a drugstore product. You won't be able to test it obviously in store. And you know, I've expressed sentiments about sun protection and makeup before. If I'm wearing a sunscreen, I'm wearing a dedicated sunscreen. I'm just not worried about makeup that day. And if I want to wear makeup, then I'm just wearing a huge UPF treated hat. And we'll be careful about, even with the hat on, direct sun exposure. And we'll just look for the shade like no other. What do we have here? Oh, wow. Juvia's Place and Ulta, the new long wear lip liner. Worth looking into, but unfortunately the Ultas near me are kind of tough to get to. Not so much transportation wise, but I do have to plan it out where their locations rarely are in my usual route for what I have to do during the week. Despite that, the texture looks amazing here on the swatches. The colors look beautiful. Probably I'm not compelled to buy it, even if I do admire the shades. I've been using the heck out of my Isomea lip liner in Gesha, and I also have my Victoria Beckham beauty liners in 04 and 06, so I'm pretty lip linered out at the moment. What do we have here? The Lifter Gloss, honeyed lip gloss with hyaluronic acid by Maybelline. Okay, these look interesting, but you know, I haven't as of late, or in a long time actually, been gravitating towards super glossy lip products. I like shine, and definitely reflected in my luxury beauty purchases where the more hybrid lip products have the shine versus that more satin finish on the lip. But I don't know, that just super glossy look has appealed to me when I was a teenager. But now as an adult, I don't know. And also the feel of it and having all of that glossiness on my lip just feels uncomfortable. Okay, now we're cooking. This is what I was looking forward to. I almost lost my marbles when I saw that Dior was releasing the soft filter version of their Forever Glow liquid blush product, a part of their Forever skin line, officially called the Dior Skin Forever Blush Soft Filter. A new texture that feels like whipped cream. Oh, that exactly. And melts into the skin. Lightweight formula that gives your cheeks a healthy glow. Uses technology that transforms a cream containing pigments and oils into a powder when applied. It's kind of giving me Blurring Bomb vibes in terms of the technology there. With the soft focus effect that makes the skin appear smooth. And it also has hyaluronic acid. We're looking at 5 shades in all. In addition to the soft filter blush release, we're looking at 2 face powders in 2 finishes, matte and radiant, with hyaluronic acid, velvety texture, blurs, reduces the appearance of pores, and brings natural brightness to the skin in 2 different finishes. I gotta say, this is far more appealing to me than the new Dior Backstage blushes, or the reformulated ones more specifically, because the Backstage ones were those smaller rectangular compacts, and now they're coming into the squares, and we'll probably bump into it down the feed. Was not impressed by the shades. I don't know why. It just seemed like there was one that I think would look pretty on me, but I'm not entirely sure based off the photos. This, however, I'm looking at this one right here. What looks to be, yes. Okay, now we got the names with the photos. Petal. Violet seems to be promising. Bloom, Daisy, and Lily. So these look hecka light. Number 3 could be nice. It's either 1 or 2. 1 could be ultralight in regards to just being like a barely there situation. I'm not opposed to that. But the violet is interesting because the violet, although I detect mauve, it for me is more like a mauve rose, which I love. If that's the case, then sign me up. And do we have the, we have more photos here that, yes, especially with this swatch, number 2 is the one. Number 2 will be the one at most, in addition to number 3. Because now looking at number 1 swatched in this way might be a little too light, and assuming that this will be like in the 40s, I'm gonna need a little more color delivery for that price point, you know what I'm saying? And of course, would be interesting to compare these finishing powders with the Givenchy, the Prada Reset. There was another powder I wanted to try. It's not coming to me, but who knows? If I feel it in store and it's something worth, well, you know what? I gotta be honest. I do have my eye on the Suku powder that released last year that comes with the refillable compact. And Suku is fragrance free. And their powder technology is just S tier. I mean, it is God tier in the heavens level of perfection. And if I'm going to buy another setting powder or blurring powder, whatever, I have my radar set on the Suku, and I truly want to purchase that first before I purchase any other type of powder, despite how beautifully formulated the Dior skin sounds like. And I know Suku is overseas and the shipping and all that. I'm going to plan it, but I am desperately wanting to try those 2 powders, both the Radiant and the soft matte versions. More bronzer from Makeup by Mario, a versatile powder bronzer that blends effortlessly to naturally warm and blur the complexion, light to medium coverage, and a sweat humidity proof finish. Blurring formula that is lightweight, blends like a dream with a soft matte finish, layers effortlessly with creams and liquids talc free. Listen, there are some Makeup by Mario moments that are fantastic. But because I recently bought the Benefit, yes, the Benefit Hula Wave Cream Bronzer, it took me a bit. That has been impressive to me. I love that product. And sure, would this look beautiful too? Possibly. A high possibility it would. I just have to put the brakes on it because I have the Westman Atelier bronzing drops. I just bought that Benefit Cream Bronzer. I have the Victoria Beckham Bronzer Brick, which, listen, that texture is one of the softest finely milled pressed powders I have ever tried in my entire life. And it just supersedes a lot of the bronzers in my collection. And I predict it will also overstep a lot of these new releases that have been announced or are on the way to being announced. So it's just one of those things. I'm not denying that this product could be fabulous, but I'm just putting some boundaries on myself because of what I recently purchased and how happy I have been with those buys. And again, this is what I was referring to when covering the Dior Skin Soft Filter Blush, where they released these guys. Okay, so again, apparently reformulated so that is a softer powder. And actually, I didn't know this. I thought it was exclusive to one shade, but it appears that the pH activated custom color technology is in all of them, if I'm reading that correctly. Only Rosy Glow. Hold on, long lasting, buildable. Oh, there's a blush stick? Wait a minute. Long lasting, buildable, and creamy stick blush format of Rosy Glow. Okay, pH activated. Cherry oil infused formula. Okay, 12 hours. Wow. But I wonder, is the pH-ness in the powder as well? I'll read on. Dior Backstage Rosy Glow, long wearing buildable formula with pH activated color. Gives skin an instant healthy glow and is now even more buildable thanks to the formula concentrated in pigments. So is the pH technology in all the powders. Interesting. I totally missed the cream blush release. Uh-oh. And the lip butter, easy skip. Let's click on. Okay, are these the sticks? I think so. I kind of like the design of the component. I thought these were lipsticks, but yes, I do recognize that they take on more of like a blush stick look. Shtick. Let's see here. Let me scroll back up. We're looking at, oh, it's the same shade lineup as the powder compacts. The only one I would consider getting is Rosewood, but I don't even know, because back to my argument about the bronzers, I have a lot of cream blushes that I adore, okay? I mean, I went through a whole bronzer video, if you want to check that out, top 10 bronzers, where I featured a lot of cream and liquid products that are fantastic, and not particularly compelled to buy into this. Right, based off these swatches, the only one that I would think would work is Candy, Toffee, or Rosewood. And I don't know, these shades, they're bright, which is great, but maybe I've just become such a fan of like the more muted in between shades that I can't comprehend any of these doing well on my face. They look pretty good here. Like Candy on this model, on the medium skin model, could look promising on me for sure. Okay, let's click on. The lilac is interesting. Cherry might not be half bad actually in the cream stick, because I looked at cherry in the powder form when it released, what was it, 1 or 2 years ago, in the mini rectangle compact. And that was a color that you had to approach carefully and make sure you build it up accordingly, because it could look intense on the first drop. But given that this is now in cream form, you might have better control. Rosewood is teetering on a, like, not bruised, but maybe too muted. And I was complaining that they weren't muted enough. I take it back. Berry is okay. Pink is pink. We got the lip glow, easy skip. Although, yes, these all look beautiful. I understand. And the powders, see, I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. Rosewood in the powder, not a fan of it in the cream blush, is the more promising pick. Whereas in the cream blush, Cherry, I was quite impressed by. So we got the radar is on those two. Okay. I haven't purchased by Terry in a long time. And just the aesthetics of this post is, my gosh, just draws me in. I am like, I just want it all. It's working. What do we have here? The new Tea to Tan powder blush. Hydrating skincare infused powder blush. Buildable coverage from natural flush to an intense finish. Smoothing, protecting, and nourishing. Ultra-fine, comfortable second skin texture. Silky powder formula powdered by organic black tea and cranberry oil. Melts seamlessly into your skin with a satin finish. Is weightless, long-lasting. Offers a luminous, soft focus effect. These look like beautiful shades. And I think also the color of the compact enhances the look of the blushes 100%, and the embossing too just makes this beautiful to see. Brick Beach might be at N5. 1, 2, 3, what does that mean? N5, I can't count. Is it this one? Brick Beach might need to be the one. And listen, it's not because I'm drawn by the skincare claims. Okay, rather ambitious for By Terry to include all these ingredients that could have somewhat of an effect, a beneficial one to my skin texture. It really is a shade and the texture that could be an outcome of including these skincare ingredients for sure. So great. If the black tea and the shea butter is adding to the overall radiance and soft focus effect for these powders, sign me up. But out of all of them, because 45 pounds, that's like what, around 50 something in USD. This one right here, either this one or this one, which could be Pink Passion or Spicy Song. Spicy Song looks good too. It looks like a rose and 5 Brick Beach. Say it with me now. Terracotta. Those are definitely on my radar. Oh, what am I going to do? These blushes are going to be the death of me. And quick hop over to Tavia's page. I'll also make sure to include her username in the description box if you want to take a look. I had to hop over because these YSL highlighters, okay, and these appear a lot softer. Well, this is Lavender Lust. I think these come in different shades, which that's beautiful. And I think it's softer and more translucent than the Prada highlighters. I heard the Prada highlighters are like, they're shimmery and thick-ish. I don't know for sure. I haven't tried them yet. But if it's a matter of choosing between the two, it appears that the YSL is a softer powder and a lot more skin texture forgiving, just based off that swatch from Tavia. And yes, everyone was telling me about Garden Couture. 1 out of the 4 that recently released. That looks like a new formula. That olive, is that metallic pop? I wonder. I'm dying to know. I just can't get enough of these shades. And just the effortless nature of these quads, knowing their texture, because I got a lot of them. If you want to check out my formula breakdown video, posted up above and down below. I can't even imagine how easy it would be to achieve this khaki olive eye with those textures. You know what I mean? I also wanted to get this, but I didn't. I actually forgot about it, to be honest. And it's one of those things where clearly I didn't want it that bad enough, because until I saw this post, I'm like, oh yeah, that was on my wish list. Completely forgot. Could be something, but again, I have my VBB, have my Benefit. If it is unbelievable, where I tried this thing on and it completely transformed my complexion, then sure, I'll consider it. I wish I could find the other quads in the mini couture release, but I'm continuing to scroll down because, friends, this is on the wish list. Many of you in my Victoria Beckham beauty review video had mentioned that she was releasing a burgundy eye wardrobe palette, and my gosh, like, I have the Victoria palette, beyond impressed with the shadow formula. But to now have these shades and that burgundy eyeliner, I have mahogany in the Prada liner. So technically, I don't need the VBB Satin Gel liner in burgundy, but I can get down with the burgundy eye wardrobe. It is on my radar. I think I'll be able to wait maybe till November, but I also know that with the position that I'm in with beauty reviews, that I can justify purchasing without the discount, so I could share with you, and then maybe if you're waiting for the VBB Black Friday event, which, you know, is so crazy. It is June 1st today, but I know how summer flies. And before you know it, it's going to be November, okay? But all that to say, I am open to buying this now so that you can see it in action and make a decision later this year. Well, I guess that wraps it up. I can't find the gosh darn YSL quads. I could have sworn someone sent me a post, but I can't locate it. It's fine. The other ones look beautiful, for sure, but the khaki one is heavy on my radar. So this concludes Shop With Me. Let me know what you're thinking down below. If you have your eye on any of these, if they are a total skip, if they're must-haves, I would love to know. And if you want to check out my Victoria Beckham beauty video, make sure to click the video here. I'll see you over there, down in the comments for this video. Now I'm here again next time.